Every day, it's a new day. You don't have to pay. Why go astray, as people may? On the cross he laid. But no, he rose and he lives till today. That's why God formed us, sin deformed us, but Christ transformed us from a high voltage of death to life. According to Romans 8:2, whereby there is no lost voice, because he came to save the lost flocks, according to Luke 19, verse 10. When I'm so down, I download the truth from YouTube, no, from T2 the cross. When I can't cope, Christ offers hope. I therefore praise because he was raised after 3 days, shining like the sun rays. Live about gamma's rays, cathode rays, or X-rays. I'm talking about the cross nails. Nailed at the cross, covering the 4 major cardinal points of the whole world: north, south, east, west. The cross, where the forgiveness of sins is available. See, we were all alienated from God's presence, and everyone was doing what was right according to their own sight, living about at night, like doing evil was okay, and even understanding nature about a magnet that North Pole and North Pole repels, like with the South. I mean these. They feel their own appetite by having a mutual relationship with the same poles, not poles, but same gender, they see nothing wrong. That is vile passion, Romans 1:26-27. His anger was about to erupt, just like the hot magma of a volcanic mountain to pour unto us. Figure it out, how could you be if that anger or magma exploded? That fury was only reconciled by his Son, that is his best, to break the barrier of sins of men and the wrath of God, to bring peace, no wonder. Without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sins. He left the most precious, beautiful place, heaven with no sin, descended here down on earth, making himself like an ordinary man, live about that, having a meal together with the tax collectors. The people who are referred by the Pharisees, they were sinners. They're not sinners, just a sinner. He saddled on a donkey, betrayed by one of his disciples for the scripture to be fulfilled. Figure the transfiguration again. His body transpired blood at the cross. He was laid in the ground, but my faith stands at the empty grave. He absorbed all the weight of sin. So if density is equals to mass over the volume, then you see the mass of his love over the volume of sin, which is the whole world that God displayed to us. It's measured in G cube. Yep.
Come sit down. Come sit down. Just sit down next to me. Kuna chai pale?
Kuna chai.
Feel free to drink.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm cool.
First, introduce yourselves.
Yourself,
sorry.
Okay, so my name is Coteh Wordplay. Yeah, I'm born again and pursuing ICT. Yeah.
All right. And please tell them how I know you.
Actually, like I do support you here at Ebru Tv, ICT support. I'm an intern, and it's nice interacting with you.
That's how I know him. I really wanted it to get out there and for our viewers to understand how you and I interact, because I am in utter shock. I cannot believe this is the same Coteh that I see when we're walking around in the offices. Do you know what you've just done? First of all, congratulations for being born again. I appreciate anyone who has love for their creator. Coteh, I'm sorry, I'm still in shock. I never knew that he's such a good poet. So maybe you can tell me, where did all this come from? Have you always been a poet? Is it that I've never sat down to have a conversation with you around the office? Just where did all this come from?
First of all, poetry or spoken word, for me it is a lifestyle. Like, for example, something that I see around, like, for example, like I did ICT, so I sit in your cup. So I think just like it comprises of the wordplay. I started back in high school, which was cool, and like getting lines and sometimes revelation, reading the word, sharing, and interacting with people, and I'm loving it.
You are loving it, and you're pretty good at it.
All
right, so you do spoken word during functions, and during, or maybe in church? Tell us how it works for you in your life.
First of all, church. I do missions, going to high schools, just sharing the love of Christ, and that is where I get the platform to share. In various places, like this coming Sunday, we have an open mic. An open mic, it is a concert sort of, whereby we have like various artists. We'll be having poetry, music, and just comedy, just having fun, and how people are just gifted in various ways. So I've done in different places, like even there is a Pal Live, which is every Thursday at National Theatre. Yeah, and I've done in various places.
All right.
Yeah.
And we have a flyer. I don't know if Madam Director has a flyer on the event that is going to be taking place on Sunday. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't. So maybe give us more information on what is going to be taking place on Sunday.
Yeah, so this coming Sunday, it will be a superb Sunday afternoon. I will be having open mic, different artists. I will be having also like, as I told you, comedy and music from people, and also just having a time of mingling and just sharing with one another. Happening at Sitam Valley Road, that is Dennis Whitehall. So Sitam, that just directions. If you're coming from town, you hitch a mat from Kencom, number 46, then you're light at flyover. Then the church is just like, I use the flyover with the, so you can fly over.
Listen, he started with, he does ICT and he sees tea in my cup, and now he's talking about flyover. Fine, I do understand you can rhyme. Even me, I can rhyme. Hi, my name is Nina. I'm a winner, and I can take you for dinner. You say, tuko pamoja.
just like charity. They say like charity begins at home.
It does, yeah.
But I saw her at Ebru, so like.
It does. I don't think we'll understand that.
Okay.
Only you and I will understand that.
Okay.
Now, how old are you, Coteh?
I just turned the other day 25. So
You just turned 25.
Yeah.
So it's safe for me to say that you're a youth.
Yeah.
How can you say? How would you say your mission when it comes to spoken word is serving the other youth members out there?
Actually, apart from spoken word, I do play soccer.
All right.
Yeah, I do play soccer for missions. And spoken word, it is a God-given gift. And I give him all the glory because he's the giver. I always say, like, he's the source and I'm his resource, so he's in charge of human resource. Okay.
You're going to kill us with this rhyme.
Yeah, so I use like a different aspects. For example, there is one that cuts across tribalism, you know, religion, you know, those things, politics, you know.
Everything that then it brings in the divide in the country, yes.
Yeah, yeah, because the definition of spoken word is an oral art that is written for performance purposes, and it has various elements like the wordplay, the puns, yeah, and it has like it is an art, in other words.
All right.
Yeah.
And if someone wants to reach you out there, we're not shutting the interview down yet. Okay. You're the one who's going to shut it down for us with one of your acts. But if someone wants to reach you, maybe, let's say, on social media or contact you, because to me, you're an inspiration, Coteh.
Wow.
You're an inspiration, and the fact that you're close to your creator means you can make a very big impact in your generation and in your community. So just kindly stretch out your handles on maybe social media. Who are you on Facebook or?
Wow.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I'm Coteh Etole. Coteh as C-O-T-E-H. Then Etole E-T-O-L-E-H.
All right.
That is our Facebook. On Twitter handle, because at least I can handle. That is at Coteh16. At
Coteh16.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you into mentoring? Do you mentor those who are younger than you? And what would you say you have done for your people so far?
Yeah, I'm mentoring, and one of the things that is always like I'm always proud of is seeing someone like from scratch, as in admiring someone, and they can stand on a platform and do on their own. And there is this guy, a friend of mine, I think I'm mentoring like 3 of them. So this guy, he could see me performing on stage, and he could admire, and there was a time that we had a convo with him. Then he just told me, by the way, I love the gifting that you have, that gift that you have. And I told him bit by bit, so I helped with some lines, Then all of a sudden, like right now, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He'll also be performing on that concert.
On Sunday.
Yeah.